This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I know I'm going to sound like one of those streamers that be, telling their fans, like, oh, if you got time to watch my streams, you got time to donate money. Well, see, here's the thing. With me, it's not about the money. I don't care for donations, and I've told people that before. I've said it in TikTok streams. I've said it in Twitch streams. I'm trying to think. I might not have said it yet in YouTube and Kick streams, but if I streamed on there more enough, I probably would have said it by now. But no, the two platforms that I find myself streaming a lot on is TikTok and Twitch. I just recently started streaming on TikTok. Been pulling in a crazy amount of viewers and stuff. I think even today it was like it was well over 300 viewers. And nah, man, that's the one thing that I love so much about streaming is the conversations. Now, that's what I more so want. That's what I more so want to explain to people in this podcast episode, because I remember before when I talked on something like this, and it's somebody that I'm not even friends with anymore, but it's funny because I'm like, fam, they literally quit for that reason, and then what was crazy is that, like, they had more viewers than me. I think they even had more followers than me on top of that. So it's like, it trips me out. You have more viewers. You have more followers. You got people going to your stream on a regular basis. Literally, the times where I have streamed on Twitch, it usually is Stream Elements say, let me know that I've gone live. And WiseBot let me know that I've gone live. And then after I end stream, then there's Wise. I don't think Stream Elements say anything, but then yeah, WiseBot makes another post saying that I went offline. Bro. For like the past, like it's been like that for a minute now. And then even today on TikTok, like it's something where I think like I can stop thinking about it, just permanently. But like for a while, I'll stop thinking about it, and then at some point in time, randomly, it just hits me because I'm like, look, the thing is this: what people need to understand, and that's why you see a lot where people be playing games with their friends if they're streaming. A lot of my friends is either married, got kids, or they're doing their own content creating thing, and they ain't got time to, do no content creating stuff with me. And I'm not trying to push myself onto them because it's, like on some weird stuff where it's like, oh yeah, let's collaborate just so I can have somebody to talk to. Like, not because I enjoy their friendship, no, because I'm bored, So I don't want the conversation to be that, but at the same time, it's like people have to understand that that's how I feel when I be streaming. Hold on for a second. Let me take my hoodie off because I'm like, I feel like when I get riled up in podcast episodes, my body temperature starts going up. But no, man, but it's like, no, so today I'm streaming, right? And I said it numerous times. Feel free to have a conversation. Don't come in here being weird. Just talk about whatever. Talk about what's going on in the world. Talk about what's going on in your day, whether it was good or bad. Work, school, freaking a random day. If you're even unemployed, I don't care. My thing is this. People have said that where it's all like, their lives are boring. And I'm like, fam, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, tell me about your boring life. Tell me on a day-to-day basis, what do you do? Because that's something that I just don't believe. I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's people walking the face of this earth that just has a boring life. You just wake up, go to sleep, don't do nothing. And I know there's going to be some people out there that'll say like, that's literally what I do. No, don't believe it. I have to watch somebody do some stuff like that in order to believe it, that you just wake up, do absolutely nothing, and just go right back to sleep. No, there's no way. There's no way possible. All right, I'm like, nah, fam. That's just no. I'm gonna have to see that. Like, record it, post it on YouTube of yourself waking up, sitting in your bed, doing absolutely nothing for the amount of hours throughout the day where it's sunny outside, all the way up until it's night, and then you going right back to sleep. I highly doubt that there's people doing it. You have to do something. Eat, use the bathroom, freaking something. But it's boring though. It's like getting back to these streams, it's like mad boring. Cause the thing is this. When I'm like playing video games off stream, I'm usually listening to music, so it's like, okay, I got something, to do, but I find myself not doing that as much. I don't, like, back when I was younger, oh yeah, I'll sit down and play video games for hours when I wasn't a content creator, but it's like now that I'm a content creator, I try to use a lot of my play a lot of the video games for like content creating reasons, whether it's recording a YouTube video or doing a stream. But I'm like, I just don't sit around and play video games. I was like, I think the last time I sat around and played video games with some friends off stream, that was like probably last year. Like, it was a while back. It definitely was some time back in things, but I think it was like right after Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I was like, that was like the last time I had to say I sat down with just a group of friends and we just sat around talking and playing video games. At least we're sitting around, we're talking, whether it's cracking jokes or we just talking about our day-to-day lives, but it's like at least we're doing something. And my thing is this, like the times before where I've talked on this, like now I was saying like there was an old friend of mine where I remember I talked on this, and then it was her, and then it was a friend of hers that was trying to get on me about it, and I'm thinking to myself like, fam, I'm not asking you to donate me $1 million. I'm just asking for a simple conversation in my stream. If you're busy, then you're busy. But I'm like, it just doesn't even require a response if you're busy. Like, and that's the thing. I get that people are busy, and I'm like, fam, I've been there. There have been times where my friends have been streaming. I get caught up doing something. But here's the thing though. Because when I sit down and I think that, then it motivates me to be like, okay, let me get some stuff done and join somebody's stream. Whatever friend is online, let me just see how they're doing. So it's like, yeah, there might be times where I don't make every stream, but at least I make some streams. So like that's something everybody, they got their own individual lives. They all got their own individual stuff that's going on. I'm not trying to take that away from them at all. I know there's friends of mine where they're married, so they got to focus on their marriage. There's friends of mine that got kids, so they got to focus on their kids. There's friends of mine that they got their own career that they need to worry about. So I'm saying, it's like, I get that. I understand that. I'm not trying to take that away from you. All I am saying is that my streams are boring. I'm like, the only reason why I had to say that I stream is just to get through video games. Other than that, it's like, I think if I wasn't a gamer, I probably wouldn't even be a streamer, because I probably wouldn't even be a content creator to sit down and really think about it and stuff. I'm like, maybe at some point in time I might have did some reaction videos, but I don't think it had been the same year I started doing gaming videos. But it's like, at least on like YouTube, you get comments, but there's even at times where I could post videos and literally none of those videos get comments. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it confuses me that, people will find other things to do, like while I'm creating some forms of content, whether it's podcasting, TikToking, YouTubing, Twitch streaming, TikTok streaming. I'm saying like whatever it is, like that. Even today, it was like the one guy, he was really, like, would rather sit down and spam the likes rather than just sitting down having a conversation. I'm like, fam, and I was saying it throughout the whole stream. I was like, you don't have to spam likes. I even said that to him. I'm like, you can just simply have a conversation. And my thing is this, I'm like, I'm not trying to hear about no stuff about people being socially awkward. Fam, I'm socially awkward, but that's one thing where I join a friend stream, I'm gonna have a conversation with them. I'm gonna talk with them about whatever is going on. If they busy caught up with the game, I'll sit and wait. When they see my message, they see my message. But it's like, that's one thing that I felt that I at least built myself up on, is that I work on some conversations. Even if I'm like out and about, like outside of content creating, I'm out and about out somewhere. Let's say I'm at Foot Locker, right? Shopping for some shoes. Somebody come up. No. Actually, this was an actual situation. This was back when the Nike store was open in Seattle, Washington. For those that, if that's breaking news, that Nike store closed down. And, I'm still upset about it. But anyways, I'm in there on my lunch break. These like old couple, they came up to me and they was all like, yeah, we're looking for some shoes for our granddaughter. I don't work at the Nike store. I shop there. But I guess they seen me. They're all like, he's a young man. He got some nice shoes on. He probably knows a little something. If he's in here, he probably knows a little something about shoes, all right? I guarantee and I promise you, it's on some real stuff. I helped that old couple find some shoes for their granddaughter. I'm talking to them about shoes. I am literally living my YouTube channel. I have a sneaker channel called Sneakers Insight. I was I pretty much gave them a live concert. of that YouTube channel, telling them everything that they need to know about some sneakers. And I guarantee and I promise you, they left that Nike store with, no, I think they did. I think, as I remember, I think there was some shoes that they liked. They went up to the Nike guy, asked if they had this in this size. I even vividly remember the Nike guy, one of the Nike workers, looking at me and voicing it out, thank you. So I'm saying, I'm like, that's something. I'm like, from that, I remember when I went to jury duty, this guy, he sat next to me, he started talking, and I was like, that, and that's one thing where I'm like, I don't even care if it's something that, I'm going to disagree on. So like, let's say for an example, you come to my stream saying, what's your favorite, orange juice or apple juice? I'm gonna of course say apple juice because apple juice is the best. If you come to the stream talking orange juice, I'm like, fam, that can be a conversation. Literally, there is anything in this world that can be a conversation. Now, I'm skeptical of talking on all this stuff, right? Because I remember the last time I talked on this, one of my haters thought oh, that was an invitation of for him to come to my streams and be toxic. It's like, you don't have to be toxic, you don't have to be hateful, you don't have to be rude. We can sit down, talk, man to woman, man to child. I don't care. Talk to me about whatever. If you are a kid, okay, and you want to talk about Santa Claus, fam, talk about Santa Claus. I'm like, okay, what are you gonna be asking for? You were like, oh, I'm gonna be asking for the new PlayStation 5 Slim. Then I'm gonna probably tell you, I'm all like, hey, you know what? If it was me, if I was writing a letter to Santa, I'm gonna be asking for that PlayStation, the regular. Well, I guess with the Slim, it's gonna probably be a little bit more up to date and things. So it has been a few years. So you know what, kid? Do what you want to do. Ask Santa for what you want. All right. So it ain't about what I want. But I'm saying, I'm like, that's one thing. I'm like, if people want to challenge me on that, come to my streams, have a conversation. I don't even care if it's about stuff that I don't know about. Talk to me about quantum physics. I'm like, fam, I literally know nothing about quantum physics. Tell me about quantum physics, and I will try to do some AI generation in my brain and to come up with the best possible answer I can come up with about quantum physics. All right, freaking if you want to talk, I'm saying, there's so many. Tell me about your favorite movie. Let's say your favorite movie is Gone with the Wind. I've never seen that movie. I never even read the book, but I'm like, I know it's good because a lot of people talk about it. I think that's one of the few book movies where it's I think I've heard where the movie is good and the book was of course good. I mean, they made it into a movie and stuff. Tell me why you don't like Twilight. I'm saying, I'm like, or why you love the movie more than the book. I don't know. There might be people out there that think along those lines, but I'm saying, have a conversation about whatever. I'm saying, I'm like, that's just something that I thrive. I want that more than people gifting me subs and bits and donations, or even if it's on TikTok where it's roses and question marks and claps and whatever their forms or donations are. I'm like, fam, if my thing is this, if it meant giving back, everybody that's ever donated something to me gave all that stuff back just to have nothing but conversations in my stream, cool, dope. I'm like, fam, I make money from ads anyway, so it's all my thing is this, I'd rather have hundreds of people join my stream seeking a conversation, even if you want to just simply have a vent session. You are going through a bad breakup. Okay, I'd give you the best possible advice I could give you on that, or you got rejected and it's hitting you hard. I'm like, fam, I know all about that. So I'm like, you done came to the right place on some stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's stuff where it's just, that's what I overall want, you know? And it's somewhere it's like, you know, I know people are like, oh, well, there's a lot of times I just go to a stream and lurk. Okay, cool. That's, hey, you lurk, do whatever, but I'm like, fam, just once, just if once in a while, because there's people that I know, and I ain't trying to like, you know, throwing anybody under the bus, but there's people that I know where it's like I have yet to like see them in my stream for a long period of time, you know, and it's like it's messed up, and I find myself in their streams, and I sit down and I think about that, and I don't want to be that bad friend where it's like, well, I'm gonna stop showing up to their streams because they don't show up to my streams, but I think like that. Because I'm like, that's something where it's like, people, you have to understand, put yourself in my shoes. You start up a stream, you stream for however much time you want to stream, nobody comes through, nobody talks. That's going to be somewhat demotivating. You know, and that's something I was trying to explain like a while back. And I remember when I did, then yeah, there was 2 people coming. I remember the one guy talking about, well, maybe you need to be more entertaining. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, the only reason why you stream is because there's other mutual friends of ours that stream. Other than that, it's all like, who would know you? I'm like, literally, your followers is from their stream. So you don't sit here and try to talk to me about being more entertaining. You're literally using people to be in your streams. And I ain't hearing that, bro. And then the other one, it was like, it was funny because I remember I made like a series of tweets talking about that, right? Talking about like how I want people to be in my streams and talk more and stuff, right? And she was, you know, trying to get on me about it. So I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'm in the wrong. Literally like months later, tweets out the same exact stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, so what was different from what I said and what you're saying right now? It was crazy because I remember that's why we're not even friends anymore in the first place. So I posted, it wasn't even a joke that I had cracked, it was something that I saw on Facebook, but it was all like, I wonder that, so that's what explaining to you guys the joke. So the joke was, I wonder if like, I think it was like Mexican people or Hispanic people, where they're all like, oh, let's go to the N-word restaurant or something. So to explain to you guys the joke, because sometimes in the black community, we will literally, it's a Hispanic restaurant, but there are some black people or just overall people in this world where they're not as educated as most, and they don't call it the Hispanic restaurant. They'll call it the Mexican restaurant. Just straight, and the thing is this, it could be an Italian restaurant. It can be any other form of just any other types of restaurants, right? But there is people that I'm trying to think. There might be some people out there that I know they'll say call it the Mexican restaurant. It's not that, and it just shows like it's like, okay, yeah, but that's what the joke was, all right? It wasn't really trying to classify like Hispanic people for using the N-word, and I'm like, and yeah, she got offended by that, and I'm all like, you know what? I think it's best if we just don't, like we don't talk no more, because I'm saying you gonna get mad at me for a joke that I just shared it. I thought it was funny, and it's stuff like that where I'm like, you know what? Nah, bro. I'm just going to, I'm gonna mind my own business and things. I am gonna engage, probably back if it had been like my high school days, I've been wanting to argue, but I'm like, I'm not gonna argue about no stuff like that. I'm sorry, but no, but anyways, yeah, but besides that, I don't even know why I talked on that. That ain't got nothing to do with this episode. But yeah, people, whoever is hearing this, feel free to come to my streams, all right? TikTok, Twitch. If you see me streaming on Kick and YouTube, I usually would stream on my gaming channel, but I have been thinking about that, streaming on my main channel, maybe doing like a reaction video stream or something. I don't know, but feel free to come to my streams, talk to me about whatever. Don't be rude. Don't be toxic. If you're a hater, then don't even show up to the stream. But I'm saying, it's like, at the end of the day, if you just want to have a conversation about whatever, I am down. As long as it ain't toxic, putting other people down, being rude or disrespectful, I think we can have ourselves a good, one-on-one conversation. But I'm letting y'all know right now, the streams have been boring, okay? So anyways, and I'm like, and that's something that I've said, is that people, they come to my streams, they'll vent, and then they feel bad for venting, putting that on me. I'm like, don't feel bad for that. I literally want that. I'm like, do not feel bad for no stuff like that. Or they think people are going to judge them in my streams. I'm like, I will literally ban them. I'm all like that. No, I'm like, my streams are a judgment-free zone. So if you come to my streams talking about your I don't know 80-year-old virgin or something, I'm like, fam, I'm like, I'm like, all right, I like, so what do you want to do? But do you want to change that? Because I'm saying, I think you being at where you're at right now in life, 80-something years old, yeah, I think people are, yeah, they're going to probably look at it a little perverted, but I'm like, fam, there's dating websites you could go to. I'm like, there's so many different places you could go to fix that problem and things. I'm saying, I'm like, that's something where I'm like, but do it like a legal and, a way where it's not going to land you in a situation. But yeah, it's like, I'm saying like, all right, maybe that conversation, I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that. Cause that's something where I'm like, hey bro, I think that's a you issue and stuff. But my best advice is maybe check out, I don't know, some old folks like dating websites, or see if old folks home is having a wild night one night or something. I don't know, but anyways, but yeah, it's like overall though, I don't care what the conversation is. It's like, like I said, as long as they ain't toxic and rude and you got something against me and now you trying to flip some stuff on, no, I ain't here for that. I'm like, you want to, like, I don't care what it is, talk politics, talk freaking college, talk freaking, I don't know, superheroes and stuff. I don't care what the conversation is, but I'm like, just come to the streams with the conversation. That's it. That's all I ask for. Save your money, save your donations, save your bits, save your subscriptions, save your, what else? I'm saying TikTok and their form of donation, save all that stuff. I'm like, just come to the stream with the conversation. That's all I ask for, all right? So, but anyways, and that being said, thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you follow me across all social media platforms at TMossBoss. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube, and peace.